an eventful first half. So far, we leading 2-0, courtesy of goals from Elvis Rupia and Clyde Senaji. Um, it's as we just go through this first half. Let me go through your comments. Talk to us. Talk to us. Let's see your feedback. How do you find the match? How has been everything on this watch along with you, even as we near the first half? It's been, for me, it's been an exciting first half, definitely. Just seeing how we've dominated. Of course, we've had those moments. Unfortunately, the Silaba got injured and had to leave the pitch. But aside from that, I think we've really dominated this match. What is your opinion? Let's see where you're watching us from, and uh, let's get through. I'm your host, Milemu, Bakaya Milemu. Uh, Today we just going to go through and watch along this match together. Let me hear your comments. What do you think about the first half? Whew, some scary moments there. At some stage during the match, Alan Wanga came so close. I was literally scared, but Ochana has been outstanding. In my opinion, it's really kept us in this tie. Two crucial saves that would have maybe changed the trajectory of this match. As we just near the first of, I see Kakamega HOMEBOYZ have a corner towards towards this last minutes of the match. It's well dealt with, a speculative shot, but it's a nice kick hooped there from the D. So 45 minutes are up. 45 minutes are up. We're nearing halftime, and I believe we're heading into the half with this one in the bag so far, leading by halftime. Unless something crazy changes, I doubt if we 2-0. It's a comfortable score, and if we can hold on to this up to, I see Kakamega HOMEBOYZ have an attack into the box, and they get one back, but the referee has ruled it out. There is an offside. It's been ruled out as an offside. CS seemed to have bagged this one, but the assistant referee, yeah, it is an offside, clear offside, clear offside. Alan Wanga was offside, kept Sesia in play. So Wanga is the one who was offside, and we take this one to halftime at 2. I hope we can contain the pressure. And nearly took my heart away, man. So we have one final attack, Rupia. Really, there's one final move. Can we get one final move? No. This was Kakamega HOMEBOYZ still chasing for that one goal, that they can take into the half. But as we maybe we have the chance for one attack. One attack. What? Well, Rupia is rolled out to. No, the ball goes out, and 2 minutes up. 2 minutes up. It's halftime. Halftime. 2-0. 2-0 halftime. Ah. 2-0 halftime. Kakamega HOMEBOYZ thought they were lucky to get one back, but Alan Wanga was offside. So we go into this half with our lead intact. Clyde Senaji very early on in the match, and Elvis Rupia bagging his 12th goal. What are your thoughts? What are your predictions? As you join us, we take a quick break, and when we come back, we we can now probably be joined by the rest of the team who come on. We have Gladys Midecha who will come through and join us for the rest for halftime analysis on this one.
Right now in Kenya, this is the best time to be an artist. I don't think we have had a time where doing business for an artist or even just being able to express yourself as an artist has been like this ever before. We're at a time where we are collaborating and we are developing very original concepts. There's a sun that's pitch in water, there are palm trees, there's a guy and there's a chick who are playing drums, there are two traditional like beer mugs and the bottle. Those are just random elements that you can come across every day. The future for now is limitless in terms of what can be done. It's more of what do I want to achieve. We have a generation of people who are open to new ways of doing things.
Midecha, how are you?
Thank you, Victor. How are you?
I'm okay. Just a very explosive first half. What are your
Yes.
thoughts on this one? Very explosive. We lead 2-0 at the
I
break.
think it was, yes. I think this is the kind of football match we were expecting, and it is exactly what we're getting. A lot of entertainment, a lot of passion from both sides. As you said, the history between these two teams is what is being looked at right now. And I have to tell you, from the second we started this match, you could see urgency from FC Leopards. The one thing that I noticed is that there was a battle of the midfield. And I did tell you that Mukangula was going to come through, and he did. In the first 20 minutes, you could see FC Leopards winning all the 50-50 balls. And in that regard, at the 7th minute, Mukangula was able to get a free kick. He didn't utilize much of it. But however, it just tells you the kind of condition that AFC Leopards is in. They want to win this match, they know the importance of winning this match.
So we look to the two instances. First, as we discuss the goal, we have the free kick, and then we get a corner which is not well dealt with, and Senaji takes a predatory move just on the edge of the box. Now,
Well,
before
I
that,
well
yes, yes, Gladys.
I did talk about Clyde's energy and the impact that he's been having in this FC Leopards team. And if you look at that goal keenly, you can tell that he actually looked up and saw that no one was marking him, and he decided to take it. And it resulted into a goal. A predatory move, as you've called it, is exactly how you get your meals. You have to look at your target, know what you want, and that is the only way you can get the goal.
So there was that moment when now Senaji placed this the pass was well placed. You know, he just placed it on the bottom corner. That's the left side of the goalkeeper. Smooth finish, calm, composed. And at that point, it looked like it's a one-way traffic. We're winning the 50-50 balls. Then comes the second goal after the water break, a counter attack of sorts. There's a ball that is won at the center of the pitch, and we have like three or four players, V around three of them. Um, just can we maybe have a look at those kind of movements and the impact on the game, considering the lineup we had?
Well, I after the water break, you did notice that both sides came back stronger, but FC Leopards took advantage of the break and the mental state of Kakamega Homeboys and went ahead to scored the second goal courtesy of Elvis Rupia. A beautiful pass from Kamura to Nabuire to Elvis, and he just has a way of making you love the way he scores. Absolutely beautiful. Looking forward to see him score more goals, but I have to say he has to try and be a little bit more selfless, and probably let him have others help him score the goals.
So we Elvis had an because when Marvin gave him the through pass, a very weak deflection, and he had better of coverage, he would still have gone on and just decided to probably go into the box, but he decided to take a shot outside the box and beat the goalkeeper who was completely way offline. But then we have other instances when I feel we would have killed the match with maybe if there would have been a bit more cohesion. Is that one of the instances you're saying where Rupi has been forced to go wide when it's not necessary for himself?
Yes, yes. For example, there are times we have seen Mainge actually running on the flank and Elvis is still there. So by the time he's giving Mainge the ball and it is time for him to actually fall back, it is already too late. So we end up losing the ball in the final third, which will not help us. He needs to release the ball early and place himself in a position where he knows he is best at attacking. That way, he pulls all the good defenders, and we can actually have the likes of Olilo and Olilo actually getting a chance to score or even bring back the ball into the midfield for him to get the ball and put it at the back of the net. But if he still stays on the wings, it's very difficult for us to have someone to pull him back. And you can look at the job that Mukangula and Nabwire are doing at the midfield. They're actually sitting in a little bit back because you did notice after the water break, I do not know what Nicolas Muyoti said to his players, but look at the number of attempts. Kakamega Homeboys did not have any attempts prior to our first goal, but after the water break and after the second goal, look at how Kakamega Homeboys played. They've been more hungry. They've won more free kicks in our half, and they've gotten more goal attempts. They actually have about 4 goal attempts coming into the end of the half. That means if FC Leopards are not careful, they might actually concede. Save for us being saved by the offside flag, we need to tread very, very carefully. I like the confidence we are using when we are with the ball. We're very confident with the ball. We're doing absolutely wonderful short passes, but we need to be very quick about the decisions that we are making. Because if we lose that ball, look at what Alan Wanga has done. He Ochan actually had to show why we are paying him his salary and make sure that he's saving that ball from Alan Wanga. But we know Alan Wanga is very, very dangerous in that box. So why do we even have to give him that space? So my cry is to Mange. He needs to make sure that when he is attacking, he needs to fall back as fast as possible because we know Eugene Kangula is not the fastest player when it comes to falling back. And that is a player whom he is playing with in that particular way. So he needs to be very, very careful.
So we had those three instances where Alan Wanga came close, and then he was also involved in the offside to the disallowed goal because he's the one who gave the pass. Um,
To a CA, yes.
Ochana has been outstanding. You look at the kind of composure which he has. Now Esilaba goes out injured, a big
Yes.
blow to us, and now definitely that changes the game plan, and perhaps considering that homeboys are slightly physical, maybe one of the reasons why he started. How do we now contain this pressure, considering that the captain is back in the side, and how does he now marshal and now give reason why he should start the rest of the matches that are coming along?
Well, I think for me, and I know a lot of people might not agree with me, but but I can tell you confidently that when you see Kamura at the back and a player like Esilaba has left, Esilaba is a new signing. He's still the baby of the team. But this is 100% for 100%. All Kamura needs to do is just put his head in the game, and I tell you, we're gonna be absolutely amazing. Now, what we need to do is just be quicker on the passes, especially the back passes that we're doing. We need to be quicker.
This is
We need to
100%.
we need to give the ball more on the wings because we are very, very good on the counter attacks, especially on the wing where Olilo is playing. We've seen how much that side is a weak point for Kakamega Homeboys, and if we can utilize the wings that we have, probably we can score a third and fourth goal. Seal this thing very early within the first 20 minutes of the game and just go into defensive mode after that.
Really, do you believe Coach Patrick is going to really go into defensive mode? Look at the bench.
No,
We
I
have
think
Thiongo, we
when
have
we look
Mwendo,
at the bench, we have
yes,
Thiongo and we have Mwendwa. And we know
yes.
the impact that Mwendwa has coming from the bench is absolutely amazing. Now, Thiongo is going to be playing against his former employer, and you can see him leading the cheering squad right there with the amazing dance moves. It just tells you that he's absolutely happy playing with FC Leopards. And if he comes in, it's going to be a big match for him. And if he's able to score, it's even going to be a bigger match for him. Now, probably what is going to happen is that probably he will tell Mukangula to sit a little bit more back because we've seen Fabrice play the sixth role very, very well. Probably he's going to convert into a 4-2-3-1. That is what I feel. Play with two number sixes, and then use our flanks to open up wide.
There is Tuma on the bench. There is Austin. So, what do you do to control and balance this match now going forward and just
I
contain
think
this
I
kind of
think
pressure?
I think this has not been a game where Shaka has really stood out for me. I would take out Shaka, bring in Austin. He is absolutely the kind of individual brilliance that you need in such a match. And with a defense as shaky as the one that Kakamega Homeboys have, you can be sure that he will be getting into the box and he will be feeding the striker Elvis Rupia the ball. We will probably see Olilo move in, and if not, then probably it will be time for Olilo to also sit at the bench and probably bring in the likes of Mwendwa so that we can take the pressure off Mukangula because he's really overworking. So probably Austin and Mwendwa to come in. I don't know. I'm a little bit. I have mixed feelings every time someone is going to play against their former team, but I know Thiongo probably wants to prove a point today. So as the second half is underway, this is going to be very, very interesting to see.
Great. It's always great having you, Gladys. I will let
Thank
you
you.
off to watch the match. I will stay with the fans a bit more
Okay.
as I go through the comments, and we definitely catch up later on. Thank you very much, Gladys. So, fans, there we have it. It's halftime. Uh, an amazing match for us. So far, we're leading 2-0 at halftime. Homeboys have come close. Homeboys have really come close. There's that disallowed goal in the first half, but we've managed to hang on there. And as we said, this edition is brought to you by Kenyan Originals, makers of very wonderful drinks. So I will take a quick break, and when we come back, we can start off maybe the second half a bit and have a bit of a watch along and see how far we can go on this one. Thank you very much for joining us again.
Right now in Kenya, this is the best time to be an artist. I don't think we have had a time where doing business for an artist or even just being able to express yourself as an artist has been like this ever before. We're at a time where we are collaborating and we are developing very original concepts. There's a sun that's pitch in water, there are palm trees, There's a guy and there's a chick who are playing drums. They're two traditional like beer mugs and the bottle. Those are just random elements that you can come across every day. The future for now is limitless in terms of what can be done. It's more of what do I want to achieve. We have a generation of people who are open to new ways of doing things.
Here's to the originals, the originators, the upstarts, the makers and shakers. Here's to fearless individuality, to creating our own scene.
Here is to a unity that inspires, restless, fierce, optimistic. We are all originals, all one tribe.
Our heart is Kenya, our soul is Africa. Kali Kenyan kick, authentic African attitude.
Chaos and curiosity, celebrating difference.
Kenyan originals, proudly African.
Raising a glass to a new dawn.
Thank you for joining us on this Match Day Center. The second half is on. Homeboys seem to have come back with more drive. It's 2 minutes into the second half. As we've seen, we're leading 2 goals. We see what the lads can do in the second half. So far, no substitutions on the day. So we watch and see what the match has. Meanwhile, wherever you are, thanks for joining us. Drop through your comments. I can see we have Darrell Amtavi who says, "Thanks guys for the win." Darrell, it's the match is not yet over. The second half is starting. Leonard Mulama says, "I need one more goal from Elvis Rupia." Tony Lawrence says, "FC must focus to the last minute." Um, there's more comments here. There is a Julie Santana who says, "Yes, Esilaba is very composed. Hope his injury is not bad." We will definitely have an update on his injury status on this one. Meanwhile, we have a nice opportunity to attack. There is a free kick on the far right of our end, and is a fine header here from Elvis Rupia. What Kakamega HOMEBOYZ goalkeeper calmly handles it. Um, still 2-0. We did. Let's see. There's a comment here from Joe Murule who says, "Good first half. We need to kill the game in the second half with a quick third goal." More comments here. Wams says, "Ingweyama Tere, go go go." There's another comment here that says, Gladys says, "Quick recovery, the Lion, Teddy." So just Teddy, we will be getting an update on his injury status later on in the match. For those who are joining us, thank you very much. Maybe a bit of trivia. If for those who were there in 2013, in our last win, can you remember who scored those 2 goals? And maybe in that moment, there was a nice free kick here that was floated in from the captain. Rupia took a header, but the ball bounced kindly for Homeboys to redeem themselves. So we still 2-0 at the 50th minute mark. And on the other matches of the day, let's see what else is happening on the on the rest of the matches that we have away from here. We have other matches that are ongoing in the league. Let's see what we have. Where I know Kakamega, Kariobangi Sharks were leading against KCB some time back, and that means that it's close. So the log as it stands doesn't change that much. So Kariobangi Sharks are leading 2-0. Sofapaka are also leading 2-0 against Posta Rangers, and Ulinzi Stars are still 0-0 against Bandari, and those matches are on their halftime. They started slightly later than ours. So far, as the log stands, if we continue, if the match continues this way on the live standings, if we can hold on this result and perhaps see what we can do, we move on to third position against KCB, who a loss for them today will really be a dent on their defensive record. So currently, as the standings are, we move to third on 25 points with this current result. Kariobangi Sharks will be fourth with 24 points. Tusker still top of the log with the 32 points. But remember, we have some games in hand, so that gives us but games in hand are not points won, so you have to quickly focus on what you have. So Kakamega Homeboys have a free kick nicely floated into the box by SC. Really very active on this match, but well dealt with by Ochan Benjamin on this one. So it's the Homeboys really are not going to sit back. They want to get back into this match and are throwing everything they got to us. As I was speaking about the log and where we are, so with the current result, Bandari move on to fifth position on 23 points. But remember, we still have 2 games in hand against the log leaders. So we an improved result on this one, and if we can take advantage of our games in hand, we definitely be there. The top 6, Wazito are on 21 points currently. Bidco, who won yesterday against Tusker, are on 20 points. Ulinzi Stars now will be position 8 with 18 points with the current result at halftime. Sofapaka will move on to 9th with 18, and that is with 13 matches. So still 53rd minute, 54th minute rather, still leading 2-0. Game nicely poised there. The lads looking confident and composed. So we hope we can maintain this composure and see off this match. Drop me your comments. Let me Kakamega boys quickly make a change, a double substitution. Shami is off. SC is also out. Maybe it's good for us, at least maybe some reprieve on this one. So we wait and see. There's a comment here. Tavi says, "I'm sure of a win, bro. That's why I sent early congratulatory meetings." Muhambe Felix says, "Watching live at Buhungu. Good, nice job, guys." So we have Bianca here who says, "Yamatere." So where are you watching us from? Let us know. Let us join together and let's. So we have a free kick here, but not in a dangerous position. My trivia was who scored those 2 goals against, if we can remember, in our last win against Kakamega Homeboys in Buhungu, or was it Mumias, who were the scorers of those goals? Last season, remember, we lost 1-0 to Kakamega Homeboys, and it was Peter Thiongo was very much involved in that goal. This same stadium, Uhungu Stadium. So we expecting that the lads here can push through a goal. Sylvia Amanda says, "Good job, commentator." No? Sylvia, thank you very much. We have Becky Mbaka who says she's watching us from Saudi. Thank you for tuning in to this FCTV special of Match Day Center, where we bring you the match of the day and we converse, we share, and we engage some more. For those who this season there was a trivia last week. Remember, guys, in the last edition of Fun Zone, for those who haven't been coming through, there's a Fun Zone every week. There's Fun Zone every week that comes through. There is Fun Zone every week. Fun Zone, you'll find Gladys Midecha. Gladys Midecha will bring you up to speed with Fun Zone every Thursday. Every Thursday, there is Fun Zone at 8:10 p.m. So every Thursday at 8:10 p.m. you have Fun Zone with Gladys Midecha there too. You can always join her in that particular show. There is also another start here, which we started off the match with. There was this start where the head-to-head before this game, we had Kakamega HOMEBOYZ leading on the statistics with 5 wins against 4 for Leopards, 2 draws between the two sides, and they had ridiculous amount of goals at home, 12 versus 4, which they've conceded against Leopards. So you can see that the record which Kakamega HOMEBOYZ have at home is. But as things stand, live from Buhungu, we have Leopards leading 2-0 at this juncture, and so we hope that the hitman Elvis Rupia and the rest can quickly give us some more, or we can have defensive. Or there is a goal that's just been scored. Kakamega HOMEBOYZ have got one back. Kakamega HOMEBOYZ have got one back. So it's a changed scoreline there. It's a changed scoreline. Kakamega HOMEBOYZ quickly get a goal back here. Yeah, so Kakamega HOMEBOYZ have pulled one goal back on this tie. So Kakamega HOMEBOYZ have pulled a goal back here on the 61st minute. So Alan Wanga, or who was it? Kakamega HOMEBOYZ have pulled a goal back. So it's 2-1. It's 2-1 on this one. So we have to hold on and keep pushing. So that is what we have. So thank you again for joining us on this Match Day Center. Drop me your comments. Where are you from? Where are you joining us? And that's basically what we need to hear from you. So HOMEBOYZ have pulled one back already, and we on 61st on so far they already have one goal. So it's 1-2. We hope that we can hold on. Comments coming through. Jacob asks, "How can I have live streaming?" Jacob, you need to watch this more. This on the stream. You have to get your start times up. Billy Andrew says he's watching us from France. So I'll quickly take a break, and when I'll be back, we continue with the rest of the updates, and so we pay a bit of the bills, and I'll be back.
at KO, we believe that there's a lot of creativity in the country that has not been explored. Kenya is a country that has a lot of creatives in a pool that is just unknown to many people. And with KO, we decided, like, why not try and just dive into that pool with those people? And that is what we did head first. We met amazing people who've done amazing things for us. Kenyan Originals' vision around the collaborations is to ignite that originality that has been quiet. So it's been so silent, but now we want to make noise around it.
So thank you again for joining us. Thank you for joining us. We have a change. Hansel comes in for Shaka. Hansel is on for Shaka on this one. So more attack, no letting go. So we still have more attack minded approach. Comments coming through. Joy says Yamatere Yola. Thanks, Joy, for where are you watching us from? We have a comment here from my goodness, tough name. Uh, who who has scored the two goals for Ingo watching from his all? Yeah, the first goal was scored by Clyde Senaji, and the second one was scored by Elvis Rupia. So those are our scorers for the day so far. Sindani Aiden Indimoli says watching from County 038. Thank you for joining us as we go through and just this watch along here for this match. We tuning in to see how our lads perform on this one. I'll be quickly grabbing a few of your comments as we go along. There's a yellow card here. Aside Tsuma is on the pitch. Also, Aside Tsuma has come on. So we have some changes. We have a free kick in a very not so promising, but it's at the center of the pitch. There was a dangerous high boot on side Tsuma there, and luckily it's not that dangerous. Didn't manage to catch him, but the intent was there. So we have a free kick. Let's see how this one. We have the captain. Oh, that one flies off. No, not much out of it from Elvis Rupia. Quite speculative. Quite speculative, this one. So we hope that we can kill off the match, just compose ourselves and get this one done. So I'll quickly grab your comments again for those who are joining us. There's a Faye who says, no resting till the last whistle. Tuned in from Donham. Faye Shanik Atema. There's Mzalendo Arts, who says, Waturkana County, we are watching. We have Sabrina Ambuzi who says, awesome game. I'm proud of my team. Ours forever. Wow, Mdavadi really came close there with the homeboys really trying to. Mdavadi was able to make a run on the left side of our defense, confidently taking on several players, but he just ran the ball out of. So we have Cleophas Namsi who says Ingwe for my life team. So says Ingwe is his team. Tony Lawrence says this is like a grudge game and our boys must be focused. and play to the last whistle. It is a tough match. Yeah, indeed, every match is tough. Tony, thanks for watching in. We have more comment. There is Cyrus Looks who says Yamatereola. Cyrus Looks Nikiwa Kangemi. Uh-huh. So thanks for joining us. We still leading 2-1. We're still leading 2-1 on this one. There's been a couple of changes in the midfield. I see there's a Olilo trying to take on these Kakamega HOMEBOYZ defenders, but he takes the ball back to the defense. So there's a lot of space and opportunity at the center. So let's see if we can turn this one. Mainge with a cross in, but it flies over the bar. Maybe nothing much. So still 2-1. Still 2-1. HOMEBOYZ really stepping up the pressure and pushing for an equalizer on this one. Whew. Alan Wanga seems to be still pumped up, and for those, Alan Wanga was played for us, was part of that 2013 winning team for the GoTV Shield, which we got. Still quite a dangerous forward, and we need to contain him because of his experience. Sanaja acrobatically clears from the back, but HOMEBOYZ seem to be having a lot of the ball in the last few minutes and really pushing in the pressure, chasing for that equalizer. So keep your gun with a nice clearance. Olilo gets the ball back. Hansel there has moved a bit deeper, so we're still chasing. Oh, let me see a bit of your comments. Bonnie says Ingwe is winning this. Bonnie Bonaya Grand Mula. Ingwe is winning this. Richard Wasike. Richie Wasike says hashtag Ingwe from Nairobi. And guys, you can follow FC Leopards platforms on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Let's push our platforms. We're targeting the 100,000 mark soonest. So get in. Jackson Silla says Chui Yamatere. So we have quite a lot of support coming in. So Thiongo is on the pitch. There's also another change. So we have Thiongo on the pitch. So a bit more change there in the attacking formation. We have Thiongo now. We have three changes: Thiongo, Hansel, and Tsuma on the pitch now. So more speed and more pace up front. So let's see. So there's a nice move for us on the far right there. It's a nice floated cross in. What Hansel couldn't just reach that cross. So still 2-1 in favor, but he's judged also to be offside. So that couldn't have stood anyway. So we still maintain it. So I'll back to your comments. Sabrina says I'm tuned from Kariobangi. So those who want to watch the match, tune into the Star Times app. The game is on BTV. You can watch. For us, we just we're engaging. I want to hear what are your thoughts on the match. What are your thoughts? Where do you think we'll finish this season? Considering the current form, we keep on also the other. We follow also the other matches. Oh, Bandari have just scored a goal in the other match. So Bandari lead 1-0 away to Ulinzi. Posta Rangers have also pulled one back against Sofapaka, so it's 1-2 on that one. So Sharks still leading Kariobangi KCB 2-1. So any change on the table with those results? Oh, interesting. With Bandari taking the lead against Ulinzi, they move level to points with us, with the Leopards on the log. So Bandari also move level on points with us, 25. Sharks will drop to fifth if the result stays the same on the other side. So Alan Wanga is off. On this one, and Shark Homeboy is still probing. Homeboy is still probing here. Really not relenting in their quest on this one. Oh, Ochan guides that one off. There's a lot of Homeboys had a nice free kick, but the ball was deflected wide. Just one fine touch, and the ball went out for a corner. So Homeboys have a corner there. So, as I asked, what are your thoughts on the season? Drop in your thoughts, drop in your comments. Let me hear your opinion as we have a nice counter attack here. Owiti taking on. Oh, nice move. Owiti with a nice cross on the far end. Oh, Thiongo couldn't put it under control, and Homeboys escape away with that counter attack. From the corner, there was a nice pass there, and Owiti really dashed across the pitch. So that's one final pass. Uh, so we're still in this one, and let's see how we can counter this one. So I'm reading your comments. James Shinadi says he's tuned in from Garden Estate, Thika Road. So, one more thing to our fans. I don't know if how many of you have managed to renew your membership. Head on to our social media page, head on to FC Leopards page, and on the Facebook, you'll see a guide on the payment for this year's annual membership. Get to renew for those who've not renewed. It's not so expensive to be a member of this great club. You can become a member and also a fan. Get to enjoy supporting this club, and the oldest club in the league, established 1964. It's a great heritage and great history for us. Um, more comments coming through. We have Euclid Angaya who says game later live to an Euclid. The game is live on Star Times app, so you can join in and you can watch. I'm just keeping you guys. I'm just keeping you company for those who are watching and they would like us to have some talk and just build up and share something. A bit of history with the goal that Elvis Rupia scored today. He gets closer to breaking some records because now he has 21 goals for the club since we signed him last season, and that means that his record is exciting. So some nice break for us here. Rupi again really putting in a man of the match, but so far we don't have that. Still on the updates from the other matches, Shark still leading 2-0. Posta Rangers still trailing 1-2 to Sofapaka. And Ulinzi Stars still trailing 1-0 to Bandari. So it's a close matches for the day so far. Give me your thoughts. Who do you think will be the top scorer for the league? There's a big battle between Elvis Rupia now and Kapaito. What are your thoughts? So also Elvis Rupia, if he manages to score uh one more goal, he will equal Ezekiel Odera's record for the most goals in a single season. Odera scored 12 goals, if you remember, in the 2018 season. So that is the current record for the most goals in a single season since we got back to promotion in KPL currently. So if Elvis, most likely, I believe, is going to beat this record and set a new one there. So we expect some new numbers to have. Musa Jumba says, 3 points muhimu sana. Thanks, Musa Jumba. Let's see, we have Wycliffe Masinda who says FC Leopards 3 points important, tuned from Lodwa, Turkana County. Then we have Alvin Wasonga. Alvin Wasonga, the guy behind our graphics, so a great member of this team. Alvin says, Ipepete hii ni yetu, #Ingodabi. Alvin also says, Rupi will obviously be the top scorer if he keeps up with his form. So that is Alvin's thoughts. What are your thoughts on who will be our top scorer and how things are going? So as the match enters the 77th minute, we're still holding on, leading 2-1. We have a nice break here, but Elvis just slips when it is so crucial because he just needed that one pass and would be having a different story on this one. So still 2-1, Homeboys are really chasing on this one. Please remember to pick up membership. Pick up your membership for this great club. Don't forget to get that. So back to today's squad and details. So we started off with the strongest squad. Esilaba left injured and Captain Kamura came on. We've had a bit of change. We've had Tsuma coming in. We also had Owiti coming in. Hansel is on the pitch, as well as Thiongo. So major changes already, 4 changes. So who do you think will be the 5th change, and what will be the biggest impact on this one? Remember, allowed 5 changes on this one. Drop me your thoughts. Who you'd like maybe to come in and kill off the match? Share with us. We are on the 78th minute. The match is moving on briskly. We actually, it's actually on the 81st minute. We're still leading 2-1. Remember, we've had a nice record in the last minutes of the match, so we've always got a goal in the last few minutes of the match. I'm hopefully looking forward to a goal on this one. If we maintain this composure that we have, so that would be a nice opportunity for us to quickly. So I'll take a break. Let's all take a break. My break is brought to you courtesy of Kenya Original. You can grab your own later on. I'll quickly take a break. Meanwhile, drop in your comments, your thoughts, and I'll be back for us to continue with the match day center in a moment. So thank you, guys. We continue with the match. So far looking good. We're still in the tie, leading. Of course, considering that we are the away team, there'll be a lot of pressure in these last minutes of the match. 84 minutes gone. 84 minutes gone, and close tie for us. There's no much change in the other matches, in the results of the other matches. Still, on the other matches, the results still stay the same. So, as things stand on the log, we said Bandari move up to third. Let me quickly have the producer giving us the other results. Hopefully, we'll see what he comes up with. So far, so good. People are asking me, how are you managing to watch the match? So you get yourself, the match is here. You can watch it on the Start Times app. Just enjoy the match. So you need to get yourself something on. So there's a bit of altercation at the moment. There was some rough play on Senaji there. So that's it. Get yourself the Start Times app and watch the match. So that's what I'm doing here. For those who are asking, where are we watching? Get mobile, get digital. It's the same way we have FCTV with you here. So it's still 1-1 2-1 in our favor. So 84 minutes gone. Let's see, 84 minutes gone. Jimmy, 84 minutes gone. So we have a comment here from Saenyi Telewa who says, tune in from Div Police Station, Wajir County. I hope I've read it correctly. David Matasio says Leopards should pick these points. Yeah, definitely. Abbas Harrison says Ingwe should win this one. We need to silence Shemanu. Martin says, I'm confident we are winning this one. So looking good. Zakaria says, good effort, keep on posting updates and shortest moment. So thanks, Zakaria, for tuning in. Thanks, Zakaria. We're still leading 2-1. Tom says, all the best, Ingwe. So we have, Hansel went in for the ball there. And got a HOMEBOYZ players by the. So HOMEBOYZ have a nice. Yeah, that was close, man. That was close. It's a very dangerous free kick. Ochan to the rescue and just picks up the ball calmly. So we survive on that one, and HOMEBOYZ keep keen to really be throwing in attacks. Gideon asks, what is the Kenya Commercial Bank? Gideon, Sharks are leading 2-0 on that match so far. Sharks are leading 2-0 on that match, so nothing has changed to that. Let me refresh my updates here and see if there is any change on that one. But so far, HOMEBOYZ really pushing up the ante, and they're really throwing attack after attack into our box. There's a nicely floated free kick into the box, but Ochan calmly deals with it. So I don't know who has the guts to join me. As we await the dying minutes and see how we take on to this one. It's a bit more homeboys really solid at the back and really pushing long balls, really bypassing the midfields. So far, still 2-1. We are on the 89th minute. 89th minute. 89th minute. Chan goes down, slightly injured. Oh, Sharks have scored a third goal, so Sharks are leading 3-0. So definitely dents. Sharks have just scored a third goal, and that dents further KCB, who are now suffering their, which that should be the third loss of the season. So quite a lot of changes, not so much at the top, but KCB with this loss, meaning that that's a sort of a dent to them. The goal difference has suffered 3 goals. Sharks are really pumping them in on this one, 24 points. So it's pretty tight at the top. We hope we can hold on to this one and seal this one as we head into the dying minutes of the match. We are in the 90th minute, still leading 2-1 on this one. Still leading 2-1 on this one. The match is slowly going into extra time. We can see. So let's see how many minutes will be added on to this one. So we have an attack on the far right. Thiongo is taking time with the ball. So still leading. Let me quickly bring in the scoreline for this match. It's tense moments here. If I don't know where you are, how the temperatures are, but I want to tell you that it's tense right here. That I haven't even managed to sip anything for quite some time. Nicely dealt with by Kipyegon. We launch an attack here. Oh, it's offside. Rupia caught offside, so unfortunately that one doesn't count. Zachary says, Hongera, Waingwe keep the good fight. Ogaja says, let's take the win. Peter Mutoni says, FC Leopards are about to break the jinx. Indeed. Clinton Abuka says he's tuned from Kajiado. So it's a final moments here. Final minutes. It's a tense indeed. Tense, very tense. So tune in. You can quickly follow the FC Leopards page. FC Leopards page on Twitter. 94 minutes. 94 minutes, we're still leading. So 4 added minutes. We're still leading 1-0. Still leading 2-1 rather. Still leading 2-1. We're still leading 2-1 on this is 94th minute. So we're playing added time. On this one. Playing added time. So 2 crucial goals from Senaji and also from our top scorer Elvis Rupia to really give us the lead in the first half. Homeboys have really been a thorn in our flesh in the second half. Speaking of watching the matches, there is a competition which is running currently. You can you can like and follow our sponsors pages. that BetSafe page and stand to win yourself a TV set. Stand to win yourself a TV set. Don't struggle to watch the match on an empty. So there's a 43-inch TV set there that you can start with. All you need to do is like, share, and win. So dying seconds of the match. Dying seconds of the match here. Dying seconds of the match. We're waiting for the center referee to just see off this one. So we should be seeing off this one. This one it's a dying minutes of the match. Tight moments there. So last seconds of the match. Where are you watching us from? Drop us your point. Yes! Yes! It ends 2-1 in favor of Leopards. 2-1 in favor of Leopards. We win this one. We go third. We break the jinx. No more boasting. We kill off this one. Drop in your comments as we wait for Gladys Midecha to join us. Let us see your thoughts. Let us hear your opinion. We needed all that input from Elvis Rupia. And full time at the break, at the end, it's FC Leopards who finish off this one. We win this tie. HOMEBOYZ 1, FC Leopards 2. Crucial win for us. We've broken a long, long record. This record goes back to April 13th. April 3rd, 2013, when we beat Kakamega HOMEBOYZ at away. That is for us. So it's been long coming. And the joy here, really, I don't know where you're watching us from. Drop in your comments. We'll be joined by Gladys shortly so that she gives us her thoughts on this match. But it's been a long, long, long second half. It's been a long one. It's I don't have any comments, and it's been a long one. And with the way the results are going, I can see there's a lot of excitement here. Chikamai says we've broken the jinx. So Wycliffe Jumba says finally tumeshinda. This is a year where we're breaking those jinxes. This is our season. From there, things are moving. Jimmy Mtange says. Hoya Ingwe, those younger brothers walikuwa wametuzoea sana sana. Drop in your comments, share with us your thoughts. Where are you watching from? Give us, let's share in this moment. And what does this result mean to us? Definitely means that what does this result mean to us at the end of the day? Really brings in a change for us. The momentum is up. So we move to third. We still consolidate our third position, 2 games in hand against leaders Tusker, 25 points, 1 point behind KCB, who are suffering a humiliation against Kariobangi Sharks right now. But then behind us, we have Bandari, who are also really pumping them in, holding on to, still leading Ulinzi Stars 1-0 away. Yeah, so it's an eventful afternoon. So what are your thoughts? Share with us your thoughts. Share with us your reactions. Rafaela Bukhala says congratulations. We have here a comment from Chegere Vulimo Ingwe, who says we are Ingwe. So there's a lot of excitement here. Everybody seems to be happy. Marcomaren De Janeiro says, "This feeling is so good. Hope my week will be as good as today's match. Watching live from China, Ingwe Yamatere." Clinton says, "I'm very happy." There's a comment here from Santos who says, "The boys have done us proud. Tunapanda jedwali." So there's a lot of share with us your thoughts. Share with us your thoughts. Zakaria says, um, Alex says, there's a comment here from Zakaria who says, "Ingwe Hoye, excellent, done us proud. Keep the spirit. We believe in you. God bless you richly, all FC Leopards fans." So we have Chikamoy says, "We are now playing soccer. This is the only one Leopard. Perfect week has started." Charles Asirigwa says, "God bless Ingwe." So great things to look at, and maybe we take a quick break, and when we come back now, we can probably recap on how the match went and quickly go through that kind of go through the responses.
Right now in Kenya, this is the best time to be an artist. I don't think we have had a time where doing business for an artist or even just being able to express yourself as an artist has been like this ever before. We're at a time where we are collaborating and we are developing very original concepts. There's a sun that's pitch in water, there are palm trees, there's a guy and there's a chick who are playing drums, there are two traditional like beer mugs and the bottle. Those are just random elements that you can come across every day. The future for now is limitless in terms of what can be done. It's more of what do I want to achieve. We have a generation of people who are open to new ways of doing things.
Gladys, welcome back. So, Gladys, how did you
Thank
find
you.
the whole match? What is your take on these results that we have here?
Before I get to my take on the whole match, I have to say in the second half, Kakamega Homeboys came back a much better side than AFC Leopards. They possessed the ball well. FC were now playing their match, and with that, they were able to get a goal And as I told you, I was very worried about how Yusuf Mainge was defending and how he was committing himself too much. And we saw that come to pass with that beautiful goal from Alan Wanga. Overall, the whole match, first half belonged to AFC Leopards, second half belonged to Kakamega Homeboys. What a balance it was. And I can say Nicholas Miotti is going to be one coach people should actually watch out for in future. The substitutions he made in the second half tell you that he read the game plan well and he got his substitutions right.
So, what really happened to us? Because we know we dominated first half, perhaps didn't really kill off completely, and it seems like for a section of the match we hung on. But second half has been quite a cagey affair, man. I see we've had the goalkeeper really overworking. What really went wrong for us somewhere in terms of dominating this match?
I I think in the second half we were very much sloppy, and we could see that problem coming into the towards the first at the ending of the first half. I did say we were not clinical. We were not possessing as much as we should have been possessing, and those are just some of the problems that we did not take care of. First and foremost, Mukangula was a very tired man. Hence, we saw him coming off and Suma coming in. And then the game plan changed a little bit. And in my opinion, I don't think there's very good chemistry between Mukangula and Fabrice because the two of them look like they play a similar match, but again, they don't have the good chemistry that I see with Fabrice and Mukangula, for example. But coming into this second half, we were expecting speed. And I did say that if we're not going to put speed, we should at least bring in defensive measures. I felt like the inclusion, the removal of Nabuire now now gave Kakamega Homeboys a chance to attack because now we were not attacking and we were not winning as many 50-50 balls as we were in the first half.
Great. 3 points crucial. Sometimes you will grind them results, other times you'll dominate. Now, moving forward, what do we do? Because we have other matches that are coming up. What are our key positives from this match, considering that we had a chance to have all the forwards also playing their matches, and with the other results that are coming through that are now putting pressure on us? KCB have lost 3-0 to Kariobangi Sharks. Sofapaka has won against Rangers, and Bandari has beaten Ulinzi Stars 2-0. So that is some pressure on us. What next for us?
Well, I think we have to look at the glass half full instead of half empty. We are also winning our matches, which is important. We are at a stage now where we have to make sure that we are taking opportunity of every game that is lost by our opponents. The good news is that Kakamega Homeboys did not win this match. The good news is that KCB have not won their match. Now they're only 1 point above AFC Leopards. We have 2 games at hand, of which I'm not going to count them. We're just going to take a game at a time. Now, moving forward, I think the coach already has done his rotation. In the next few games, we are now expecting to see a more solid starting 11. Because if you look at the last 3 games, you can see almost each and every player has been given a chance to play, especially from the midfield going forward. Now, the only other 2 players, the only other one player that we've not seen play since the Gor Mahia game is the youngster Bandi and probably a few other, maybe 1 or 2 other players in the defense. But let's not forget that all these other players have had their chance. If they've not stamped their authority right now, I think this is the right chance for Patrick Osems to solidify his first 11. He knows who he can start with, and he knows who are the people who can bring in the bench power that is much required. Because, as I said earlier on during halftime analysis, is that you have to make sure as a player it is 100% for 100%. And I gave the example of Esilaba and Kamura. That was 100% for 100% because at the end of the day, as a player, you do not want to be known for just being good coming off the bench. You have to be good enough to start and good enough to come off the bench, because you just never know when an injury will hit you. And with us seeing how all the players are playing, it just gives us and uh, um, a grasp at a look at how they will be playing other matches. Right now, it's all about technical abilities, Victor. If you're technically superior, that means you will be able to start the matches. Now, if you look at this match against Kakamega Homeboys, they were a very, very technical side. Coming into the second half, they ensured that they brought in their muscle. Look at the likes of Okoth, Opoko. These Ghanaians are not small. They bullied their way into that midfield, and they made sure that they made an impact. So it is all about reading the game, not only this fixture, all other fixtures.
Great. Now, before we now talk about the coming fixtures for March, the program, I'm joined by Wilson Alumasa, who is in Kakamega. Wilson, how are you?
I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. We won and I'm still very happy. Nimefurahi
Yeah.
sana, tumecheza, timu imecheza vizuri sana.
So, Wilson, you're on the ground. How was the match from the stadium where you are?
The fans were allowed in, and the team has played well, and the response is good towards the team. And I think if we continue playing this way, we might find ourselves in a better position the next game.
What was your key moment of the match now that you were there? What were the things that you felt really were crucial to the match?
I think for me, the mid has really improved. We play better, and the addition of Esilaba. Esilaba is solid, and I think what we need to do is to stay behind the team and the coach, and then we see what will happen next. But today, the team played well. The goal that was the goal by Homeboys was because of lack of concentration for a few minutes. Something which I also saw in the last minutes of the first half. And I wish that the team keeps that concentration throughout the 90 minutes. You can see a few lapses of concentration, but I think I love the way they are playing.
Gladys, Wilson is talking about lapses of concentration. What do you take from his comment?
Yes. Well, I do agree with him, because if you look at the Western Steamer match where we lost 2-0, in the dying minutes of that game, again, our concentration was very wanting. And this is an issue that we really need to look into. If you look at our game against Bandari, again, in the first half, the first 10 minutes, when your head is still not fully in the game, people tend to take advantage of that. Look at this goal that Alan Wanga scored, and look at how Yusuf Mainge was placed. I'll still keep insisting about him, because I did talk about him in the first during halftime. Lapse of concentration is one thing that we really need to work on. The boys need to remember to keep their head in the game throughout the 90 minutes, as Wilson said, so as to make sure that we actually keep the 3 points in check.
So, Wilson, before I know you want to perhaps go and celebrate. Now we have the match program coming up. We have quite a number of matches on hand. We have a match against Nairobi City, then City Stars. Then we have Viga United, which again will be in Western. Well, then we have Matara United, we have Nzoia Sugar. What do you think of our match schedule, and where do you think we can strengthen ourselves probably for this one?
For me, I believe you're strong enough to handle those matches. But I also feel, especially in the striking force, you can see when Rupia is a bit tired, we don't have someone assisting him. Today, you saw Kiongo was not getting the ball so much when he came in. And I think we need to find someone to really assist Rupia, so that we can be able to handle the rest of the matches. But I see eventually at the end of that fixture, we might. I highly feel we'll be in a very good position going forward, because you can see a marked improvement from even the last game we had against Ulinzi, and the one we had against Bandari. And I think the players are getting good instructions from the coach. And if they keep that way, I don't think there's any other team that will be able to beat us in the next maybe 5 games or so.
So where are you taking the party before maybe I pass on to Midecha to ask you maybe a question or two?
No, we are dancing in the streets of Kakamega. We might find ourselves in Matungu. We we are dancing across Kakamega. Actually, I think the fans are waiting for Ingwe to come to Kakamega. The stadium, around the stadium, it was full by around 8 a.m. Where fans were here. I've been here from around 9, and we have been just dancing around outside the stadium until we were allowed eventually to come and watch the match. We are in the streets. We are behind the team. We will dance with our chairman. He's around, and our players until because we'll dance with them in the streets. And we are so happy today. And I thank the team for playing with their hearts.
Gladys, maybe something from you?
Yeah. Well, Wilson, I just want to say thank you very much for the support you guys have given the boys in Kakamega. It really means a lot. As we sit here and try and do analysis for those who couldn't make it to the match, we are grateful, and I hope to see you on Thursday on Ingwe Fans on as we talk about this match and what this result means for us, the fans.
Thank you so much. Meet you on Thursday. Let me go and dance. Thank you so much, Gladys and Victor. God bless.
Thank you very much, Wilson. So there was Wilson joining us from Kakamega, really giving us a feel of what it is. So, Gladys, as we finalize, and maybe I know you'll have a lot of in-depth talk in the Ingwe fan zone on this. The match program is out. We have quite some fixtures ahead for us. Maybe just for me to read those fixtures. We host Nairobi City Stars on 7. We then travel away to Viga United on 13th. Then we host Madara United on 17th. That's 4 days later. Another long trip from Western back to Nairobi. And then we host again Nzoia on 21st, another 4 days later. And 10 days later, we now play Zoo. So it is a packed month, 5 games that are very close. What are your thoughts on these upcoming fixtures?
Well, Victor, I have been very fortunate enough to see Zukericho play Madare United, Zoya Sugar. The only two teams that I've not seen play this season is Vihiga and Nairobi City Stars, so I can't speak for them. Against Zukericho, that is a match we should be able to win. They're not at their best in terms of technical ability right now. They have a lot of errors that they are making. But if we can capitalize on them, those are 3 points we can be sure of. Now, Madara United are a bit of a tricky team. They like to pass the ball very, very much. They like to possess the ball. However, if we can make use of our creative midfielders like the likes of Fabrice, Austin, and maybe Nabuire, this is one team that we should be able to unlock easily. They don't have the best of defenses. This is not the Madara United that we've known for very many seasons. This is the time that we can be able to beat them. You know, they've been on Achilles' heel for FC Leopards, and hopefully this season we just make minced meat out of them. Nzoia is going to be a very, very tricky fixture. They are playing very well. I watched their game against Tusker and yesterday against Gor Mahia. It just tells you that they are oozing with confidence. So this is a team that we have to be very careful as we play them. We have one of our young players playing there on loan. Dante is doing absolutely amazing work at the midfield. And I can tell you that their weakness is probably that their keeper likes to punch the ball back into the 6-yard box. So if we can collect ourselves properly and probably play more with our tens, we can make use of that opportunity and get all 3 points. For Vihiga, I am not exactly sure about their style of play because I've not watched them play. But judging by their results, they will be coming out to be very defensive. Remember, they did beat Gor Mahia in Western. And when you're facing big teams like AFC Leopards and Gor Mahia, you usually want to make sure that you're getting all the 3 points. So this is a fixture that we have to be very, very careful. New boys, and playing new boys is usually very, very difficult. Remember the game against Bidco, really had to sweat it out into the second half to be able to get the 3 points. Nairobi City Stars started off very, very well. They're in a bit of a topsy-turvy situation. But if we can, these are 5 matches that we can comfortably be able to get 15 points, in my opinion.
Thanks, Gladys. We look forward to the upcoming matches. So I think at that point we close off the match day center today. Thank you very much for joining on this one. We catch up on Fan Zone. Guys, remember to catch up with Gladys Midecha on Ingwe Fan Zone every Thursday as we move. Otherwise, from me here and the rest of the team, I want to thank you for having joined us on Ingwe Fun on Match Day Center today. And until next time, I was your host, Victor Melim.